Cartoons, cartoons, cartoons. You grew up loving them in theaters and on television. Rekindle your love for Betty Boop, Felix the Cat, Bugs Bunny, Popeye, Superman, and all their animated friends. Make new friends with Bosco, Colonel Bleep, and the Funny Company Gang. The laughter never stops on ComedyMX channels. So return with us now to those golden days of yesteryear.
Come with me, come and see all the wonders there will be in my stories, in my songs, in everything where fun belongs. We'll meet heroes, giants bold, visit lands both hot and cold, have magic tricks to shiver your skin, laughs galore with animals in our world of fun. Pied Piper House.
Our tale today is about an old merchant named Ahmed, who was both foolish and clever, and sometimes both at the same time. He lived long ago in an eastern land where it was the custom for people to use donkeys for both riding and carrying goods. Ahmed's donkey was named Jafar and had been with him for a long time. One day, they were returning from a distant fair where Ahmed had bought a heavy chest of tea.
Poor little Jafar. He is so tiny, and my chest of tea is so very heavy, it doesn't seem fair. I have an idea. I am much lighter than the tea chest. Why should poor Jafar carry us both? There we are. I will carry this heavy chest, and little Jafar will only have to carry me.
Ahmed thought he was being so helpful. And then presently they came to a broad stream.
Come, little one. Once we have crossed the stream, we'll be halfway home. Steady now. Oh, now, look what you've done, you stupid animal. I've lost my precious tea. Now listen to me, Thimblebrain. Take good care of my coat while I go and see if I can rescue the tea chest. It may have floated ashore somewhere.
Aha! This tea is more valuable than what I can usually steal in a week. Let me see if there isn't more where it came from.
Where is that chest? It must be along here somewhere.
While Ahmed was staggering along looking for his lost tea, the wicked thief, whose name was Karim, quickly took advantage of his absence and of the sleeping Jafar.
Now I have a chest of tea and a fine coat, too.
Woe is me! The tea is gone for good. How angry my wife will be.
But first it was Ahmed who was angry when he returned to his sleeping donkey and discovered that his coat was gone.
Now where's my coat? Come on, you thieving donkey! Where have you hidden my coat? Stupid, ungrateful animal. I don't want him any longer. I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to sell him for a penny.
All along the road, it was the same thing. Ahmed, in his rage, was ready to sell his beloved donkey.
For just 1 penny. Thieving, worthless creature. You are not even worth a penny.
And when Ahmed got home, he was still angry.
I tell you, Ina, that donkey has got to go.
But, Ahmed, it was not the donkey's fault.
Peace, woman. If I say it was the donkey's fault, then it was the donkey's fault.
Yes, Ahmed, just as you say.
Ina knew that Ahmed's rage would pass away in his sleep, as it always did. When he awoke, quite calm and much refreshed, he was amazed to hear the sound of a great crowd outside his house.
Ina, what is it? Who is out there?
A whole crowd of people. They all say that you are going to sell Jafar for a penny, and everyone out there wants to buy him.
But I didn't mean it. That was only my anger talking. Of course I wouldn't sell my dear little Jafar. But Ina, what am I going to do?
Here is my penny.
No, I got here first?
The donkey's mine.
Oh, mine.
But here is my penny.
Friends, I cannot sell my donkey in this disorderly manner. Now, tomorrow is the day for the weekly donkey market. You may bid for him then.
And when will you be there, old one?
Oh, we're at dawn, my friends. I'll sell the donkey to the first bidder at dawn.
And who should be on the outskirts of the crowd but the wicked thief, Karim, who was really responsible for all this trouble.
This is too good to be true. I have the old one's tea chest and his coat. And if my luck holds, I will have his donkey, too.
And to make absolutely sure of it, Karim bedded down in the market.
If I sleep here all night, I can't help but be the first at dawn.
The cunning Karim had thought of everything. When dawn came, it was not the braying of a donkey that woke him.
Good morning, my friend. I see you believe in being the first to catch a good bargain.
Never mind the chatter. Here's my penny. Now give me the donkey.
Just a moment, my friend. There is one condition. My donkey and my little goat are such devoted friends that I could not consider separating them. The donkey and the goat are therefore for sale together. As I have already said, the price of the donkey is 1 penny.
Yes, let's get this over with. How much is the goat?
Well, the goat is 1,000 pennies.
Why, you old cheat, you. Get out of my way.
My tea chest and my goat. Why, you are the one who stole them.
And so Ahmed got back all his stolen property and kept his beloved donkey as well. And you can be sure he was never impatient with his little friend again.
Oh, come with me, come and see all the wonders there will be in my stories, in my songs, in everything where fun belongs. We'll meet heroes, giants bold, visit lands both hot and cold, have magic tricks to shiver your skin, laughs galore with animals in our world of fun. Pied Piper House.
Have you ever dreamed of finding a great treasure? Well, I have a story about someone who did. A poor woodcutter named Ali Baba. One day, Ali Baba was cutting wood in the forest when suddenly he got the fright of his life.
Halt! Open sesame! Shut sesame!
He was so frightened he didn't dare come down until the fierce-looking men had left their hideout. Then...
Open sesame! This can't all be theirs. They must be thieves.
Poor Ali Baba couldn't resist taking some of the gold. And when he showed it to his wife...
I'll go and borrow a measure from your brother's wife so we'll know how much we have.
Ali Baba's brother, Qasim, was very rich, but he was also very greedy and never gave anything to Ali Baba and his family.
They're as poor as we are rich. What have they got that needs measuring? We'll soon find out.
All unsuspecting, Ali and his wife measured their newfound wealth. But when they returned the scale...
Aha! Look at this. Your brother Ali Baba borrowed our measure to count gold.
Solid gold! I must find out where they got it.
The next day, Qasim followed Ali Baba to the magic cave.
Open sesame! Shut sesame! This is too easy. Open sesame! Shut sesame! Whee! I'm richer than I ever dreamed I'd be. Rich, rich, rich! Open? 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 What was that word?
Open sesame.
No.
Oh, Ollie, I told Kasim your secret, and now he has disappeared. Help me.
Immediately, Ali Baba went to the cave and found his brother's body. It was not a moment too soon.
So the cave is open. Someone else knows our secret.
But who? It wasn't difficult for the leader of the thieves to find out who it was that knew their secret. The talk about Ali Kasim and his brother Ali Baba was everywhere. The thieves made a plan of attack.
We can't all ride up to Ali Baba's house without arousing suspicion. So I will disguise myself as an oil merchant, and the 39 of you will hide inside the oil jars. The 40th jar will be filled with real oil so that I can fool Ali Baba into thinking I'm an honest merchant. It's the best that money can buy.
I'll take all 40 jars, and you must dine with us. I'll go and tell my wife that we have a bountiful guest.
I'll join you in a moment. As soon as I give the signal, rush out and attack them.
No more oil. I'll get some from the new jar.
Is it time?
Is it time?
So that's their game.
The brave woman then proceeded to do the deed which saved the lives of all of her family.
Now my wife wishes to dance for you. And since she dances very well, I will allow it.
A most charming hostess.
What are you doing?
He is your enemy. He would have killed us. If that's supposed to be a signal for your men, it will do you no good.
My men, where are they?
Gone into the night.
When the leader of the thieves realized he was alone and trapped, he became frightened.
Please spare my life, and I promise you'll never see me again.
They let the villain go, and he disappeared and was never seen by anyone again. So don't forget, if like Kasim you ever get trapped in a magic cave, remember the words that open the door and say, "Opens." Open, oh, what was that word?
Come with me, come and see all the wonders there will be in my stories, in my songs, in everything where fun belongs. We'll meet heroes, giants bold, visit lands both hot and cold, have magic tricks to shiver your skin, blast galore with animals in our world of fun. Pied Piper House.
Sometimes we think that only people that are big and strong can protect themselves and their loved ones from harm. Well, that's not always true. Sometimes a quick mind is even better. Our tale today is a good example of that, for it's about three sisters who were orphaned when they were very young and had to get used to taking care of themselves. One day, the three sisters set out to see if they could make their fortunes.
It's getting dark, and I'm scared. And I'm tired and hungry. Bear up. I see a house up ahead. We'll ask there for food and shelter.
Why, you poor dears. I'd gladly take you in, but my master is a giant and will eat you up if he finds you here.
Couldn't we just rest and have a bite to eat and be off before the giant comes home?
No, we don't want to share our supper with them. You're going to get into trouble for this.
And here comes Daddy.
Oh, I smell girl. Splendid. I'll help them for supper.
Just a minute, Sir Giant. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Look how tired and scrawny we are after our long journey. Why don't you feed us first and fatten us up?
Ah, scrumptious idea. Feed them well, woman.
and I'll have them for breakfast.
So after a hearty supper, Molly and her sisters were put to bed with the giant's daughters.
I wish I could help you, my dears. But although I am a queen, I've been a prisoner here myself for 7 years, and only escaped being eaten because I am useful to the giant as a housekeeper for his daughters.
Be quiet, you'll spoil our sleep.
But you just wait until tomorrow morning.
Yeah. What do you think you're doing? Oh, I'm just sprinkling some fairy dust over our pillows so that at least we can have pleasant dreams.
I want pleasant dreams, too.
Get out of that bed. We want the nice dreams. Oh, all right.
Molly and her sisters quickly slipped out and didn't stop running until morning.
I'll get those girls for this.
We'll stop here for shelter. Oh, let's not. There might be another giant.
Giant? Don't tell me you've come through the giant's land. The king must hear about this.
Swiftly, Molly told the king her story.
I know the giant well. 7 years ago, he captured my beloved queen and my 3 sons. I was able to ransom back my sons, but the cruel giant kept my queen to work for him.
Why, Your Majesty, we saw the queen. She was kind to us. We must rescue her at once.
Alas, it's not possible. I had to pledge that I would not try to rescue her, or the giant will eat her up at once.
Well, I'm going back to see what I can do.
So that night, Molly slipped back into the giant's house once more. She found the poor queen under lock and key.
It's no use. Save yourself, Molly.
Wait. What is that neck chain, that purse, and that sword the giant keeps by him?
My husband gave them to the giant to ransom our sons.
I'll just take the king's sword, and I'll take the king's money while I'm about it. And don't despair. I'll see you again.
Come back, you!
The giant chased Molly all the way to the bridge.
Ah! You little menace! Don't you try any more tricks!
We'll see about that.
Well done, brave Molly.
Now I must go back to rescue the queen.
Then once more, brave Molly slipped back into the giant's house. But this time, she wasn't so lucky.
Yeah. Now then, Molly, if you were me and I was you, what would you do with me?
Well, first of all, I'd tie you up in a sack, put a silver chain to weight you down, then I'd throw you in the river. But before I did that, I'd go and cut a big stick to beat you with for all the trouble you've caused me.
Ah, you would you? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do with you. You, go get me a sack.
In a moment, the giant had Molly tied up in a sack. And when it was light, he set off to cut a stick.
Serves you right. Serves you right. You thought you were so smart.
Now, this was the moment for Molly to think faster than she'd ever thought in her life.
Oh, you should see what I can see. Oh, it's wonderful. What is it? What is it? Didn't you know that your father's silver chain was magic?
Magic? What kind of magic?
Oh, I want to see. I want to see. Well, then, get in here. You have to be in the sack to see it. What is it? Where is it? Oh, quickly, Queen, run.
Now then, smart Molly, take that! That weasel, I'll get her this time.
Come, Queen, we'll have to swim for it. Faster, faster.
Now, Molly, you must take my youngest son, the brightest and the best of all.
Well, all right, if he'll have me.
So Molly claimed her reward at last and proved that size doesn't always count if you have a kind and brave heart and a quick mind.
Come with me, come and see all the wonders there will be in my stories, in my songs, in everything where fun belongs. We'll meet heroes, giants bold, visit lands both hot and cold, have magic tricks to shiver your skin, laughs galore with animals in our world of fun. Pied Piper House.
Our tale today is about a young man who had lived all his life on a small farm in the remote corner of a great kingdom. He'd spent most of his time in the fields and woods, and he had learned to understand the language of wild creatures. But much as he loved the country life, he decided at last that he must see more of the great world. He walked for many miles, until, very thirsty, he lay down to take a drink from the stream.
Oh, that's good. What was that? Why, you poor thing. There you are.
Thank you. I'll remember you.
Then the young man continued on his way.
Ouch!
I thought I heard a voice.
You did.
A king ant. Your Majesty, can I do anything to help you?
You can use another path. All you humans keep on walking over our village and breaking our houses.
Why, I'm sorry, King Ant. Of course I'll use another path. And what's more, I'll make a barrier so that no one else can come this way.
Thank you, young man. We'll remember your help.
You three birds look a bit young to be trying your wings. Don't you think you should get back into your nest?
We would if we could. We were hungry and thought we could manage on our own. When night comes, we will freeze.
No, you won't. You'll be snug and warm in your nest. There. And here's part of my lunch.
Thank you. We won't forget your kindness.
The young man traveled on towards the capital of the kingdom, until at last it came in sight.
Oh, I never dreamed it would be so beautiful. What's all the excitement?
The king is going to announce another contest with the princess as the prize.
The princess? Can anyone win her?
Yes, but no one ever has. 60 men have tried already and lost their heads.
What are the rules of the contest?
No one knows. The king makes up new ones each time.
What a strange contest.
The princess! The princess!
What a prize.
Well, who will try for my daughter's hand this time?
Please, Your Majesty, if I may...
What, you? What is your name, Bumpkin? Hayseed?
Yes, sire.
You mean it is Hayseed?
Yes, Your Majesty, that's my name.
Oh, let him try, Father.
Well, the contest is open to anyone. If this Hayseed wants to throw his life to the winds...
Please, Your Majesty, what do I have to do?
This lake is the deepest in all my kingdom. You must bring that ring back to me before morning, or else, well, you know.
And so Hayseed tried to carry out the task. He swam and he dived again and again, but with no success. Finally, tired out, he climbed out onto the bank.
Now I can repay you for your kindness.
The ring. Oh, thank you.
Well, I never thought I'd see this ring again. Now I'm going to set you another task. My boy, your second task will be a bit harder than the first. But then, nothing worth having comes easy. Now, each and every one of those seeds must be picked up and put back in the sacks before sunrise, or else.
I'll do my best.
And so poor Hayseed picked seeds until his back ached. But when he looked around, it seemed as though he hadn't even started on his task. Finally, tiredness overcame him, and he fell asleep. He woke just as the rays of the sun began to appear.
It must be magic. Not one seed left on the ground. No, not one.
Hello, young friend. Are you surprised?
I certainly am. It's amazing. Was it your ants who finished filling the sacks?
You helped us when we needed it. We were glad to help you.
You must be very persistent.
Oh, I am, sire.
Well, I'll set you a third task. And this one is really difficult. In fact, it's impossible. Are you sure you want to try it?
Your Majesty, I don't want to live without the princess now, so I might as well try anything.
Oh, good. Then I'm rid of you at last. Ha-ha. Now, Hayseed, somewhere in my kingdom is the Well of Wisdom. You must discover this well and bring back what you find in it.
Really puzzled now, Hayseed set out to search for the Well of Wisdom. He looked everywhere, but no one could tell him where to find it. Months passed, and then years. At last, he reached a cool oasis in the middle of a distant desert.
Who are you?
We were younger when you saw us last and lost from our nest and hungry.
The three eaglets. How large you've grown. What are you doing here?
We heard about your tasks and have come to help you.
I am looking for the Well of Wisdom, and I have to take back what I find in it.
You have found the well.
You mean this is the Well of Wisdom?
Yes. Look. What do you find in it?
Only my own reflection. Am I to take back myself?
Yes. For your kind heart is the best source of wisdom.
But what can I tell the king?
The king died more than a year ago.
And the princess?
She is waiting for you. You helped us, and so now we will help you.
Oh, you come back.
Yes, the task is completed. But I don't know how to tell you what I found.
You don't have to. I've known it all along.
And so Hayseed and the princess were married and ruled the kingdom long and well, because they had both found that kindness was the best source of wisdom. You see, it does pay to be kind in all ways.
Come with me, come and see all the wonders there will be in my stories, in my songs, in everything where fun belongs. We'll meet heroes, giants bold, visit lands both hot and cold, have magic tricks to shiver your skin, laughs galore with animals in our world of fun. Pied Piper House.
Our tale today is about a little girl whose kind heart brought her a new friend and much happiness, but only after a lot of trouble. She lived in a hut with her old father, and very happy they were. But then the old man took himself a new wife, and suddenly the little girl found herself with a cruel stepmother who wouldn't even let her sit at the table for meals.
This is all you're going to get. Now be off with you.
Who is it? Who's there? Oh, you poor thing. You're hungry.
In return for your kindness, I will do you a favor by warning you about your stepmother. She is the sister of a wicked witch. If she ever sends you to her sister, be on your guard.
And sure enough, the very next day...
Go at once to your aunt who lives in the forest and tell her I want to borrow a needle and thread. Here's some food. Now be off with you.
Oh, little brown bird, I'm so glad to see you. My stepmother has sent me to her sister, the witch.
Just as I feared. Don't worry. Your kind heart will protect you. All the same, I would advise you to pick up whatever you find along your way. It may be useful. Keep the towel and keep whatever else you find.
So off she went on her journey.
Perhaps I should take this bottle of oil. And here is some meat in case I get hungry. And see, some bread to go with it. And I expect someone will like this. Oh, you poor things. Perhaps this will help. How lucky that I picked up some good bread.
Come in.
Good day, Auntie.
What do you want?
Your sister has sent me to borrow a needle and thread.
Very well. Sit down here and keep my loom going, and I'll go and get them for you. Heat up the bath and scrub my little niece clean. She'll make a dainty dinner for me.
What are you doing, Black Cat?
I'm hoping to catch a mouse or two. For 3 days I haven't been fed and I'm starving.
Here, try this meat instead.
Little one, do you want to escape from here?
Oh, indeed I do.
Then run while the witch is in the bathhouse. When she chases you, throw down your towel. When she catches up again, and she will, then throw down your comb. Quick, quick, there's no time to say more.
Are you weaving, little niece?
You, why didn't you stop her? Because she gave me good meat, while you've never given me anything but old bones.
Why didn't you tear her to pieces?
Because she gave me good bread while you never give me anything but dry crusts.
Here, Tree, wear this ribbon.
Why didn't you squeak when she opened you?
Because she eased us with oil, while you've never even put water on us.
Why didn't you capture her?
Because she gave me this lovely ribbon, while you've never even trimmed me.
Kind one. Now, run in and tell your father. Tell him all that has happened.
And when the father heard that his new wife had sent his little girl off to be eaten by a witch, he recognized then that she too was a witch.
Why, you...
And he turned her out forever. And kind-hearted to the last, the little girl did not forget her friend, and the three of them lived happily together.